Hello, I'm Claudia Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. I'm going to go deeper into the daily read. And then I'm going to give readings for everybody. As usual, how are you all doing today? Who's on with me? Looked like there were a couple of people waiting when I was about to go live. Hello. So today, 5th of February, just watched the daily read again, and it seems to be about relationships today. Shifts in relationships, shifts in passions. We were told about changing our minds about relationships in the daily read. Hey Ashley, how are you? You so need this. What's going on right now with this shift? I don't know, but I'm picking up that it's a relationship thing going on. Kind of talked about it a bit in the daily read about passions, as kind of passions being ignited, and I thought that it was about more like a work kind of thing in the daily read, but now I'm feeling like it's more relationships. And we were warned about outdated beliefs about relationships, and I feel like, I don't know, I had a strange dream last night too, that someone from my past came in, a past lover from a long time ago. And the daily read said that we are going to have some kind of a shift today, like some opportunities, something's going to happen, something's going to come in. And the focus seems to be on relationships. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that kind of thing happens today. Hey Adele, how are you? Relationships. It's shifting. And the passion card came out, so it might be heightened emotions today. And look at this. We've got the never-ending story card, which isn't good for relationships, is it? Let's have a look. I'm going to go straight to the relationship part. Sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is, however. Right now, you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. I'm thinking maybe for a lot of people, someone from the past is going to come in, and it's someone who thought it was completely over. Maybe because of feeling like a victim to them or something. And this is saying it was actually shame, fear of intimacy, low self-esteem, something like that within ourselves that was causing the problems in the first place. And then they come back in for us to see where we are now. I'm feeling like the same pattern doesn't need to happen again, or that we need to see how far we've come. Now, one time with this, one of my exes came back in. He came to this island, and I'm glad he did, because it really got me to see how far I'd come. Like, I wasn't interested in him at all, but it was good to see him again, because it was shocking to me what I'd put up with when I had lower self-esteem. And yeah, it was good to see how much I'd shifted. So it could be that kind of thing, or it could be that a relationship comes back in that didn't have as many problems as we thought they had. A different perspective on it. Up and down and up and down. Yeah. So it's very interesting. And yeah, you see, my personal cards today, I've got I'm good enough in romance. Mine are centered around relationships again. And it's just bizarre that I had a dream about someone from the past, a dream that they came here, like a dream of them turning up. So it's a healing day today around relationships, letting go of things, listening. Maybe you're listening to someone else's side of the story. It could be about clearing the air today, or it could just be about listening to what's going on in yourself. Maybe someone from the past shows up, past feelings come up, and then you may be able to link those feelings to something that's going on in yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like those feelings to low self-esteem, rather than maybe you thought that that person criticized you too much, but it didn't matter what they said, you were taking it as criticism because you had low self-esteem. And then that person comes in and you feel those feelings of low self-esteem, and it might become really apparent what you were doing and how you were taking things. A lot of the time we take, if we're taking offense or if we're feeling hurt or things like that, it's often about us and the way we're taking it. It's often not about them and what they are putting on us. I mean, sometimes it is, but very rarely it's not. It's usually us. So this is about listening to what's going on inside of ourselves so that we can release those things. Because, of course, we don't want repeating patterns, do we? We don't want repeating patterns. I'm kind of feeling like the kind of scenario that could happen today or tomorrow for a lot of you, the 5th of February, is somebody new, a new relationship shows up in our life and an old one at exactly the same time. And then having to navigate all of our feelings about this old one, learn something about it so that we don't repeat that pattern in the new one. It's like the universe showing us in the moment what we did so that we don't do it again this time. So it could be that for some people. I'm going to do the soulmate readings today. I keep on saying that, but I'm actually going to do it today, especially with this energy we've got. Because I'm thinking they could be really helpful today. I am love and brilliant. And we've got to remember we deserve love. We are love. We're brilliant. We're brilliant in relationships. We're brilliant at loving. We've got to keep our eyes on that and not just think, oh, I'm so flawed and damaged and messed up. And, it's good to let go of these things. It's good to have self-awareness. It's good to find out about ourselves, learn about ourselves, get to know ourselves better, release these patterns, heal ourselves. But don't lose sight. It doesn't mean that we're broken and flawed. In fact, we're probably doing better than most people on this planet, right? So don't lose sight of that we are love, we're brilliant, and we deserve amazing relationships too. That's it. Who's watching? Who's joined me live? Pop up a message, tell me who you are, where you're watching from. Yeah, because we've got a chance today to let go of the story. This never-ending story that we've had in relationships. Big chance today to let it go. Interesting. And love that we had it too. I'm hearing that there's family patterns coming up as well. And so as much as we don't want to be like our mum or like our dad, we end up being just like them and getting in relationships just like they did too. And then it's a bit of a shock when we realize that. And so we're letting go of like family patterns too. New Zealand. You're already in Wednesday too. You're ahead of the world, Adele. So yeah, we've got a chance of letting go of this story about relationships today, which is a great thing. And to love it, love that we had that. Because I'm hearing it's repeating patterns, not just in us, repeating family patterns too. We pick all of these things up from our families, don't we? Try and change it, and then we end up living exactly the same thing. And don't get bogged down in the heaviness of this. Remember to have a good time. It's not that serious. Even in relationships. Hey, Sunny. Lindsay. Colorado. Boulder. Yeah, so remember to have a good time. It's not that serious. Sometimes we take relationships very seriously when it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be heavy. Don't make it heavy. But we do have this amazing opportunity to release patterns today. Carlene's from New Zealand too. Cool. Loving this. Thank you. So there we go. That's what we've got for today. We've got a focus on relationships. We can let go of patterns today, and I'm feeling like there's something coming in. It's not just internal work. This is like being triggered by someone from the past coming in, probably. Or maybe like I had just a dream to think about it. I was actually more open in my dream than I thought I would be. I thought I had a big problem with this guy, and I was actually more open in my dream. Incognito, hello. Did the person hear anything when I silently mouthed the words? So who would like a reading? Pop up a message saying me please, and I'll do that for you. If you haven't if you haven't experienced my readings yet, I connect in with your higher self. Pass on messages, so you can leave it open or you can ask a question. Ashley, I had a man come across my path today that had crossed me at the beginning of my relationship with my mate and had asked me out and such, but that had put me in a tailspin because of that option. Oh, okay. Options. Yeah. And that's what I'm picking up on, that it's going to be more than one. I've got many options at the moment. It's great. But none that I want to dive into. Well, the fact it came again today could be, yeah, you're not going down that road. Why? Okay, incognito. What are you doing silently mouthing words? Why not talk to somebody? Incognito, there are better ways to communicate. Okay, incognito's up first. Right, of course. Focus on relationships today for incognito. Well, first of all, you've got include and be supportive. This is about, helping yourself, including yourself. This is like a feeling that you're always on the outer, you're not including yourself. When people have that, they think everyone else is not including them, that they're being left out of the party kind of thing. But it's always the person that is doing it themselves that are not including themselves. And this is asking you, incognito, to support yourself and actually include yourself. So maybe this person you are mouthing behind the back, you need to include yourself. You need to go and say what you need to say. As I said, there are better ways of communicating than that. And you're healing. So what is stopping you from talking to someone? What's holding you back? What is the fear there? Because that's what needs healing. The fear of a pattern repeating. The fear of people. You've got some healing to do there, incognito. Because, that's not normal behavior. It's not healthy behavior, I mean. So interesting, Ashley. Okay, Carlene's up next. You had a moment. Carlene. These are my cards for yesterday. The first two. Releasing guilt for the past, which has caused you not to trust yourself. What's it about? It's got something to do with being open-hearted and warm. Is this a past relationship, or maybe a current relationship, but a past situation in it where you being your warm, loving self to other people was causing them to be jealous or something? Because they were reading more into it. But you were just being your normal, warm, loving self to people. They were getting jealous. You're feeling guilty about that, but this is saying to trust yourself, that it's good that you're warm and loving and that the energy flows. It's a good thing. And so it's not for you to hold the guilt for that. You didn't do anything wrong. It's that relationship healing is more about them. So I'm feeling like if there's any part of this that's yours, it's taking on that guilt, and it's also trying to please them. Yeah, you don't need to please them. You don't need to feel guilty about that. You can trust yourself, Colleen. Does that make sense, Colleen? Is that the situation you're in? Because you definitely don't want to close your heart down. You want to keep that love flowing. You want to be open with people. You want to be in a relationship where you can be open with people and loving with people without them getting all crazy about it. My recent ex was like that. He was just convinced that I had a lot of boyfriends. Convinced. Like, he was just convinced of it. And because I've got a lot of friends. And he does too. That's the thing. He knows like everyone on the island. I know everyone on the island. But he was just convinced that they were all my boyfriends. It does. It makes it much clearer. Awesome, Colleen. Ashley, let's look into that. What is this guy showing up for? Okay. So I'm feeling like, Ashley, that this, what I was picking up when I was reading that story from you, it put you in a tailspin. That means that there was an emotional reaction to him. But you don't want to go down that road. So you've got a resistance to it, but it is piquing your passions somehow. And there is something in this. Yeah. Ashley, it's like, when you've got like an option of two people and they're so different than each other, and then you go with a safe option? I'm feeling like that's what you've done. Whereas this guy, he's maybe scary to you because he would have led you forward out of your comfort zone kind of thing, into abundance, been of service to you, maybe been triggering to you, yeah, but it would have expanded you more than the safe option. Yeah, I don't know what to suggest here, because this is like saying, we never make a wrong choice really, but it's coming back in because it was a good choice. So coming back in for you to see what was it in yourself that was resisting him last time. You still got it in yourself, and that's what it is. How I said that the energies of today were about releasing those old patterns. So this is for you to see, what is it that's causing you to not want to go out of your comfort zone? Because the things that Colette said in this card, sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but other more complex reasons. So was it, is he triggering a painful past relationship? Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Just look into that more, Ashley, because, whatever it is that's in you, it's going to be affecting your current relationship too. So it's coming for a reason, for a service to you. Anyone else want a reading? I've got criticism in mine, and I'm good enough. Romance. Stepping up. You can see connecting with them. Yeah, I can too. Hey, Cassie. How are you? Adele's up next. Adele in New Zealand. I ate the wrong thing yesterday, and my stomach is still hurting, and my back's hurting too. Inflammation. Bread. It was bread. I know not to eat that kind of stuff, but I did. Okay, Adele. Physical action and gratitude. Okay, Adele, you've got it easy today compared to everyone else. Yeah, you've got good energy for today. So another part of the daily read was about treating ourselves even when we're alone. The kind of getting the best china out, putting your best knickers on, that kind of thing. Not saving treats for when other people are with us. You've got similar kind of energy here. It's saying your higher self is saying take physical action, things that you're going to be grateful for. So doing things for yourself. This isn't about just putting yourself into a state of gratitude and being grateful for whatever is in your life. That's a good thing to do. But this is saying actually do something that'll make you feel grateful for yourself. So do something nice for yourself so that you can feel it. This is like treating yourself. I don't know. Have you been kind of waiting for other people, Adele, to give you nice things, to look after you, to romance you maybe? And this is saying like you can feel better. You can treat yourself and feel better and actually become aware of how you're treating yourself. Treat yourself better. Because once you do that, other people will start treating you better too. So yeah, look after yourself today, but treating yourself, like give yourself good things so that you feel really good. Yeah, mini love readings. Cassia, the energy today is about big shifts in relationships, like stuff happening today. Oh, people coming in, something like that. Could do with a shake up. Hey, honey lot. You're listening and cleaning. Cool. Cassie, you want one? And honey, do you want one? Cassie. I don't clean. Oh, sometimes I do. But I live in a resort, so they clean for me. I don't like cleaning much. Sometimes I like it though. Sometimes I just get into that mood of wanting to sort stuff out. But it's not very often that happens. Cassie, patience, you will get what you want. You just need to wait it out. Because when we rush in, we tend to settle for scraps. But if we wait, we can allow better things to come in. You know, this is like getting in a relationship with the first person that comes along. It's never a good idea. You need to have patience. All those no's are really important. Hey? Say no to all of them, and then better and better and better comes in. If you allow it, if you don't get scared of it. Like Ashley. Been waiting for years. I know, it's crazy, hey? But really we're waiting for ourselves. We're waiting for us to feel good enough, for us to feel to that level that where we can let the person that we really want in. It's about raising our self-esteem and all of that card was talking about. Colette Baron Reid's card was talking about. Really, we're waiting for ourselves. So you will get what you want. Yeah. I feel like I've been waiting forever too. But then, I look at this. I am good enough in romance. My cards for the day. And even though I'm trying to like step up and get into better relationships and stuff and raise my game, someone that's at my level, I know that I need to be in a relationship like that, but I'm resistant to it. And so I find myself like I've kind of got 2 guys on the go at the moment, but neither is serious. They're just both very good friends, but they're not for me. And so it's like, that's what I do, is like settling in these comfortable relationships because they're not the relationships that will last the distance. And then one that could comes in and we're both equally resistant to it. It's blown up at the moment. Honey, I'm so patient. I've been celibate for years. Oh no. I'm also an empath, so I'm very careful of who I allow in my space, but wouldn't mind companionship. Yeah, sometimes, honey, you've just got to open up. Honey. Oh, I'm glad you told me that before I pull these cards, honey, because look what you've got. You need to open up, clear out your blocks. You got the sex card. So yeah, this celibacy thing, you need to stop that. Now, this is the experience that I've had in my life when I've gone through the same dry periods, let's call them. And for that same reason, being really careful of who I have in my space. And that's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to be by yourself for a while and step back and take care of your energy. But then when I've been open to relationships, what I've found is each time that that's happened is that I will get into some short-term relationships that are just about sex first. That kind of opens me up, and then a relationship comes in. And so, yeah, honey, you're at this stage now where it's time to get moving. It's time to open up that energy again. Sometimes it's just you get that energy back. You get that sexy vibe going on because you've had sex again, and then suddenly you're visible. You're visible to people again. So just clear any blocks that you've got to that because it's going to open you up. Yeah, a dry period. Cassie, you've loved him for 9 years. Time was not right just yet. Wow. That's a long time. So yeah, honey, your higher self is encouraging you to open up again. So you're wanting a relationship, yeah. You need to open up to sex first, and then that will open your energy up. I'm a breast cancer survivor, cut 4 times my stomach, so I have nerve damage. Oh, it makes me feel insecure that I won't be able to release. Okay. So you need someone that's going to be very gentle with you. And they exist. They do. And so maybe look around that too, honey. Fears, past relationships, how they've treated you. Maybe your beliefs about if anybody would be gentle enough with you. Do you know what I mean? You might have some past stuff around that that's causing you to have that fear around it, even more fear. Ooh. Anyone else there that wants a reading? Thanks for clicking like and everything. And as I said, yeah, I'm going to do the soulmate readings today. I'm going to do the video. So star sign by star sign, see what's going on in people's love lives. It's going to be more for the singles. It's going to be for the single soulmate readings. Because my soulmate readings are about like the internal steps that you need to take to get ready, to get aligned, to let that soulmate in. I think I need to give myself one of those readings. But yeah, let's do a video about it. I was the boss. My reputation no longer precedes me. Not passive at all. Okay. So maybe, honey, now it's time to soften and open up and have that more feminine energy. Maybe that's what you're pushed into. Catherine. Another Catherine. Aries. Michigan. My stomach really hurts today. Wow. I won't do that again. I ordered some food in yesterday. I was really lazy yesterday. I did Psychic Cafe and then I did nothing the rest of the day. I just hung out by the pool. Had a nice time. Oh no, I went shopping, but that was it. And then ordered some food in, and the stomach still hurts. Inflammation. It's horrible. Okay, so I think I've got everyone there. Let me know in the comments on this later on who comes in, what happens, and I'll let you know too. I need to clear some things for sure. I'm going to teach out to you for a full sit-down reading when I come. I'm glowing. Thank you. Feeling good. I'm going to go back training. I had 2 days off training as well, which I think my body needed. Reach out. Reach out. Cool. Cool. Yeah. Thank you everyone for coming along. Good luck with the relationship stuff today. And I'm not feeling like it's all going to be bad. I'm going to be feeling like things are going to be released quite easily. It's like we're ready, that kind of thing. Ready to face this stuff now. So someone will come in and it'll be easily released. Maybe realizing that you're healed more than you think. Could be. So have a great day, everybody. And I'll see you next time. Bye. And look out for the soulmate reading when I put it up there later today. Bye.